Hi everybody, Gabrielle here, I'm back. I said I was going to start the live at 8. I know it's a little bit after, but y'all know how life goes. I'm grateful for anybody who tunes in. It's been a year and a couple days. But I just, wanted to do that. I thought it'd be fun. Hey ZZ, how are you? Weekend's going great. Girl, you type fast. Weekend's like fabulous. No complaints whatsoever. How was your Thanksgiving? And how's your weekend? You get my water. I'm going to start with messages from the ancestors. Is actually where I want to start for this reading. But I'm going to wait a few minutes and see if anybody else wants to join. So we'll chat. Yes, you do type that. mm-hmm. Did you go somewhere for Thanksgiving? Did you cook? Like, what did you do? Thanksgiving was great. I ended up cooking a little bit more than I thought I would, but I'm glad I did. Everything cook like a feast anymore. Not saying I did that shit on a regular, but I definitely used to cook a hell of a lot more in large quantities and whatnot. But nah, single life. You can cook all like that, You can eat out more frequently when it's just you. But not saying that's a good thing, but anyway. Anyway. Ah. How's the weather down there? Holy Spirit, what messages do you want us to have from our ancestors? Ancestors for the collective. If there are messages you want me to tune in to hear, to know, open to. They got you on these. They got me pretty much just as a pescatarian. So I ain't have real meat. Like, I did use a little ham in my greens though. I can't even front. Like I was looking for smoked turkey, but I couldn't find it on short notice. But anyway, I got you. It's like vegetables and seafood and certain seafood. Even made me cut back on my shrimp. I was like, dang. So I totally get the special diet. Totally. Ancestors. And I take that heat. It's like 30 something degrees right now. Should be like 35. Once the sun drop, if you go in the shade, it is like, ooh, dark side of the moon. It's that cold. Messages from the ancestors. What messages do your ancestors have for us? Uh-oh, just saw the queen. Is that because of the baby spirit? Okay. You gotta make sure even if I have these children is fed correctly, you know? Okay, we got the King of Cups. Let me move the cord from the charger. Hi. Oh my gosh, how blessed are you? Look, I get it. You probably sick of that them triple digits, but not me. Not when it's like winter's about, and it's not even here. This is fall, and I'm complaining. King of Cups, Six of Swords, Four of Swords. Oh, beautiful. Prince of Wands, Ten of Swords, Princess of Cups. I'm going to shift the cards around a little bit. This camera's on my face. And I really can't deal with that. I can't see. Sorry about all of that. Movement. Child, if I could send you the code, I would. As a matter of fact, that's not true. Um, the year I went to New Orleans, I drove down with some friends, right? And we literally took a blizzard with us. Alabama got 3 inches of snow that year. That shit don't happen. And it was unusually cold during Mardi Gras. But anyway, so we have the Nine of Swords, Seven of Wands, Five of Wands. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. That's 9 pentacles. Bottom of the deck is a Seven of Pentacles. Alright, so we're doing messages from the ancestors. Who just tuned in with us? How you doing? Don't be a stranger. Yeah, I took a lot of pictures, actually. I sure did. But it got to a point where I was just so into the moment. Other people around me took a lot more pictures. I'm really bad about that. Like, I have a mental memory. You know what I mean? So I think in pictures, so I recall things very vividly. So the idea of taking photos of every little thing and not being in that moment, I don't want to be looking through my phone or my camera instead of in that moment. But I did take a lot of pictures, and most of them have me looking inebriated. Like, straight fucking inebriated. I will. I'll have to pull them out the archive. Like, we talking 2009, 2010. So yeah, we about to go back to a Super Bowl. You heard it here, right? Because we do for a chip. All right. Let's see. So the overall energy, once again, is the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So let's see what we're going to pull from this. Let's get into this. Messages from the ancestors. Child, because, you know, you and I, we could sit here and bust it up about nothing all night. I feel like some information. I feel like this is a DNA activation that a lot of folks are getting ready to get. It's like a releasing or activation of mitochondrial DNA. It's like, you know how when they do one of those ancestry tests, for most lines, they're just testing the mitochondrial genes, which are just the feminine lines. Not saying you're not getting your father's line, but you're getting like your grandmama, your great grandmama, his mama, you know, some information, but it's still there. But what it feels like is a deep sort of release of inner wisdom and inner knowing. Like, if you've been sitting in an egg in an incubator, it's like you're about to hatch. It's like it's all about to make sense. All of it. And for some, it's like what's about to shift. It's almost like you got to the chopper. You finally understood what it meant to put the life preserver on yourself. To say, you know what I mean? Like, it took a minute. You about to reemerge something totally different. And all that hard work that you've been putting in, all those positive affirmations, all those even listening to uplifting music, filling your space with words of love and vibrations of love, like it's all about to pay off. It's catapulting you. It's putting you in a brand new structure is what it feels like. For some of you, you could be getting ready. Hey, Ray. Oh, thank you. I did eat something actually before I even started, and that way my stomach won't get the growling. Thank you for being here, sir. You know how I get. Yeah, this is a new structure. It's I was just online and I browse a lot. Like, most people get they shopping fixes out by just filling up a shopping cart and then they don't buy it. They just end up deleting the shit. But you got that high. But so I do that quite frequently actually. Um and it keeps the money in my pocket opposed to me spending it in true retail therapy. But anyway, and so I came across a bed frame that was structured like this square here, and it was really pretty, and it had all those metal workings underneath of it, and it was just a solid square grid, a good platform. That's what this is. Your ancestors are letting you know that you about to be everywhere you want it to be. Like, you about to be structurally sound. The platform will be solid. The foundation is solid. But it's an individual foundation, and I do want you to know that that's 9 pentacles for the overall energy. And so I'm not saying you're not going to meet people along the way, but right now at this point in the path, this is a solo dolo mission. And I think a lot of folks have gotten that because it's really hard to get where you need to be when you're trying to worry about someone else and where they need to be. And I feel like for some, you may not have been comfortable quite yet. But you've been in this process of being reborn and renewed, freed, uplifted. There are some really wonderful opportunities budding, dawning. All things are as they should be. I'm getting, the Wheel of Fortune isn't out here, but I'm very much getting the Wheel of Fortune from this right here, especially the circle in the middle of the orb here. And it's like, if it'll focus, maybe it won't because I'm on the live like that. But anyway, the orb in the middle, it has like the markers for sacred geometry. And so it gives me the same sort of markings as the pentacle when you zoom in on it, and it looks like a wheel, you know, the the points in an old-time wagon wheel. All is as it should be. The wheel is spinning. Good fortune is imminent. But it's for you. It really is for you. This is your structure, your stability. This is to support you. And this is a financial blessing is what this feels like with the Ace of Pentacles and not an Eight of Pentacles. This is a financial blessing coming your way. And your ancestors want you to know this is your financial blessing. I'm not saying not to be charitable. I'm not saying don't help people. But this is for you. And you must remember that. Take care of yourself. First and foremost, this is for you. And this is what's funny, right? A lot of folks will tell you that when you're focused on love, your money is perfect, right? And when you focus on your money, it should, or not, I don't want to say perfect, but when you focused on money, it seems like your love life falls into order. And when you focus on your love life, your money seems to be in order. And it feels like with this King of Cups up here front and center, that a lot of folks have been focusing on love, whether self-love or relationships, but definitely have been focusing on love. And I mean, and it's looking at this particular King of Cups, the way it's coming from the solar plexus area to the Ace of Cups down there. It's a soulful love. You've been looking for a deep, meaningful connection. And by doing that, it's like, all right, You focus on the right thing. You're not worried about material possessions. So your ancestors are about to bless you with brand new opportunities across the board. Yep. Yeah. I don't really care what you believe in. I'm saying ancestors, spirit, God, you know what I mean? Like you're the divine. But I feel like this is going to be a moment for you to testify to the power and glory when this does happen. And if this is a blessing from your ancestors, I feel like you will know it. And you better give offering. You better give praise. You know what I mean? Show gratitude. Wow. Yeah. And for some of you, I feel like you've even like been able to, it's like catapult yourself up in spite of the wreckage. Because I'm looking at the King of Cups, and what he's leaning on is a car that has been pretty much in a full-on collision, right? But there are rockets underneath of it, like thrusters. And it's like, even though it looks like a wreck, even though you might look like a wreck on the outside, right? You are actually in full ascension. You're actually being catapulted forward. You're being lifted to where you need to be. And that's a beautiful thing. And again, this is coming from this place of you looking for soulful love and meaningful love, even if that's just with yourself. You are looking for that divine love. You are looking for that um, like 5D connection. Look at that. Look at the stellar, the intergalactic nebulousness out there. See the alien looking thing right there? Yeah. But you also see the serpents. Do you see that? Can y'all see those? Up there, the two serpents. When you're in a physical union, right? When the physical form comes together with the spiritual body, and it is your true divine partner, it is this image of four serpents. I don't make up the symbology. I'm just saying. Your DNA, right? The helix are two serpents. The other person has two serpents, a double helix, right? When them four come together, right, it normally produces a child who shares equal, genetic material from both people. But there are four snakes intertwining. I feel like not even just you. I'm gonna say the majority of people who found their way to my channel are very much aware of the twin flame journey. So I can safely say that this person who's connecting to this message is on that journey. And that's what you've been looking for, that soulful connection with someone, which your perception of what the twin flame journey should be and what true union looks like after all the triggering, after all the work's being done. You're like calling that shit in. But on the outside, yeah, it might look like a clusterfuck, but it is no clusterfuck whatsoever. You are literally being lifted. Ancestors want you to know that. I know it may seem crazy. Things ain't the way you want it to be right now, but they're getting you where you should be. And you can tell that, look, King of Cups, Six of Swords, Four of Swords. That's great healing after betrayal. And look in the center of the reading. I don't know if y'all see that, but it is the Ten of Swords. I know I said that, but, we've been on for nearly 20 minutes, so you might have forgotten that. And the frame, you know. So here we go. Yeah. But I feel like the betrayal isn't necessarily have been caused by your twin. I feel like betrayal comes from a life of experience. And learning to persevere, learning to find the peace in the midst of the chaos, learning how to heal, learning how to self-care in the midst of the chaos. And for some, right, this is also healing ancestral wounds. Some of you have been doing a lot of family work, not just work in love. Love relationships, it's just that, it ain't all intimate, and intimacy is all sorts of things. It's not just sex. People get tricked up on that. Again, looking for that soulful connection. And for some of you, the soul tie, like literally no, it really is. And healing that. Excuse me. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Healing old family wounds. Confronting any sort of mask. If there were any sorts of facades going on within any sort of family dynamics, that has been like, whew, dealt with. If someone had been blowing smoke, like, just, I feel like telling a whale of a tale, keeping this facade up. You've gotten through it, you've confronted it, but not in a argumentative way. Actually, I feel like this was a very peaceful confrontation, because it's like, there's some sort of coldness. Hey, y'all, I don't know what just happened. I don't know why I disconnected. Sorry about that. Okay, we back. Yeah, the coldness was the facade. Because behind it was actually a very warm and loving person. But I feel like that's that King of Cups energy. The King of Cups is very much deeply connected to their feelings, but they're not very expressive with it. And for some of you, that was a big thing. That might have been your own personal journey. Maybe you came across very, I don't want to just say cold, but maybe too cool, too collected, too calm, too guarded with your emotions. But breaking through that, because that was some sort of defense. You had to learn to listen to your intuition, like big time. Anybody ever see that the Golden Compass? So I tried to watch the movie a couple different times, right? And I think I need to go back and watch it again. But there's a show they have on HBO where they redid it into a little better. You know what I mean? Not than the movie, but to absorb what it is they're telling you. Or maybe I wasn't ready. As a matter of fact, when it first came out, I think I was, not even a think, I know I was just really coming into shit, like putting things together, like really putting it together, and like, but it was still above my head. Now I'm like, oh, I get it. The compass, you like, there's thousands of books written on psychic abilities, extrasensory perception, developing your intuition, developing your psychic powers, all of that shit. I mean, there's thousands of books, hundreds of books out there on the subject. But at the end of the day, it's your own personal tool, your own guidance that you develop that rapport with and learning to trust it. And You know, kids are so pure and so innocent, right? That they don't have a problem trusting themselves. They just do. We instill fear and whatever into each other, breaking down one's ability to trust their own gut and intuition. Anyway, but that was what was needed. I bring that up because I'm looking at this compass here, right? And I'm looking at the eye here in the gut area. I'm looking at the heart. And I'm looking at the sword, and it's like this inner truth breaking through everything else and reconnecting to who you are. Dropping that mask, breaking through your own cold, cool facade. Learning it's okay to trust the divine knowledge you've been given. See the lightning bolt on the head there? Man, it's been interesting, hasn't it? Mm, mm, mm. What a glorious time. Bringing you back to this deep meditative space. There's so much more they want to tell you. So much more. No, that betrayal, right? It's a betrayal of self. This really hasn't to do with another person. This was about you not living in your truth, your absolute truth. You taming yourself, you holding yourself back, and for what? Because you, for some, you were afraid of your shadow. I get it. I definitely get that. Holy shit. You thought you would somehow, if you dropped that facade, somehow turn into a terror. Not at all. But that's what I believe a life of repression will get you. You afraid of your shadow. Going buck wild type shit. Just, whew. If any, it's like every time something pierced through the facade, you saw that passion flare up. You, oh, opened you up, man. I think that really did scare you. For a time it did. But your ancestors, look, they've been there the whole time in the background, egging you on, in the background, encouraging you. They talk to you a lot in your dream space. I will say that somebody dreams of their relatives a lot. You may not even know all these people are your relatives. I feel like some of them you haven't even met. Yeah, I got spiritual confirmation on that. Yeah. I think in your dream space they have been telling you for a while about, it's like, killing the idea that they're separate things. You are who you are. You are both the light and the shadow. You know what I mean? You are both simultaneously. And there really isn't anything that needs to be cut down. It needs to be accepted. Because that's actually part of your structure. That's part of your foundation. That's who you are. Look at the cube again. See? See the roots coming out of it? Somewhere deep in your family history, right? You gonna learn some shit. And I think that's what's about to happen for some of y'all. Like, you really gonna learn some shit, like, in the real world. I told you the energy is that of the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Nah, you about to learn some shit about you and your family. And it's important because I think it's going to answer some questions that you've had. Oh, it's going to fuck your head up. Sorry, it is. It is. I'm looking at but I don't think it should, but I just see that it will. Mm. You going to find out there's some monstrous shit at the base of your family tree. Yeah. See, in the back of the Ten of Swords here, I said wands, right? So, but it's not. It's the Ten of Swords, but that's a Freudian slip. And so I feel like you went looking. I feel like this is research. I really do. I feel like somebody went digging this person here, and you gonna find some shit, and you unlock some shit. Them doors. This is like a library here on both sides. Stacks of books, stacks of books. The doors being swung open. Ugh. Are you sure? Look, what they say, if you go looking, you will find. Be careful, you know what I mean? Careful what you wish for type shit. My favorite is curiosity killed the cat, but people forget satisfaction brought them back. So I want you to remember that you went looking for this, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. But you cannot freak out and worry and stress the way it feels like you're about to. Oh my God, yo. I don't like this last line because I feel like it's an overreaction. I think you need to just focus on that this is just a part of who you are. It's not all of who you are. And I also feel like it actually gives you a lot of the gifts that you have. So, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I don't think it's as bad as you're going to take it. I feel like whoever this is for, this particular part of the message from the ancestors, I think you're going to find out that, like, you really got some witches and warlocks in your family. And I do mean that shit, like, historical type shit. Who knows? You might be connected to the real Salem witch trials type shit, because that's what this feels like. And I'm talking about the Brazilian slave woman who started the shit. That's who I'm thinking. Because there really wasn't that many people in the U.S. burned at the stake. There were a lot of people accused, but very few people actually truly found guilty. But I think you're going to find some shit like that out about you in your family tree, and it's going to fuck your head up. I do. I feel like you about to find out how deep this go for you. And I do feel like this information, and you went looking, this information was given to you as lovingly as possible. I do feel like that. I feel like it was handled with kid gloves. Shit, for some of y'all, it might be a little darker than that. Yeah. For some of y'all, your family history might be slightly darker. No tea, no shade, no judgment. I'm just saying. The old ball and chain. Hmm. Damn, I'm nosy. I really want to know. Like, damn, that Princess of Cups is like on it. Hold on, let me see. Oh my gosh, Stacy, for real? Sorry, I'm all up in the mic. Okay. Okay. That makes sense, actually, because this last line, thank you, Stacy, that makes so much sense. Oh my gosh, they gave me chills. Thank you. All right, because, yeah, you see the stress of the whole witch shit here. Then you see the person having to defend themselves, and then you see them fighting their way back in. So yeah, I definitely confirm that. Yes, 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 yes. But I get this mm, yeah. Oh man, what else y'all want to tell me about the Princess of Cups? Why am I so drawn to this? Stacy, quick question. Quick question. If you know, if you know, did your grandmother, that's who you said, right? Your grandma? Yeah. Yeah, that is where you get your gifts. Did she have any of her children while she was still a part of the I'm just gonna say coven? Oh no, I believe you. You ain't even gotta describe them, trust me. Mm-mm. There was a fusing done. If that makes sense. Kinda like a she did 5 kids. Okay. Two of them I feel like are very much following in the original plan. Ooh, ooh. But I don't think, oh man. Again, I get this fusion. This is tough to say because it feels like offered, not sacrificed. You understand what I mean? Offered, not sacrificed. Okay. You can use your gifts in a high vibration. You can. Because you got to the structure, the root of it all. You know what I mean? And so now it's doing things with knowing. Remember, the devil was an angel of light before he fell. And so a lot of what people have to come to grips with is these things are almost, when we're talking of spiritual things, we're talking about a flip of a coin perspective. If you're looking up, you see light. If you look down, you tend to see dark. It's just the nature of light play and shadows and that thing. So you you don't have to feel like that. I feel like this shit really terrorizes you. You just do defensive shit. You just protect yourself. I agree with that. You don't. Oh, Stacy. That's here with this Princess of Cups. There is something attached to your family. Like it is. It just kind of go with y'all. We're my buddy, like kid sister type shit. Like literally a ball and chain. Like something was married, like fused. So you see, if you don't have a channel, you should probably start one, love. Really. This is how you use your gifts to serve mankind. Seriously. Look, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. You can use your talents for good and earn a living, okay? There's nothing negative about it. You can't help the conditions and circumstances in which you were born. You can only clear karmic debt once you become aware of it. You're stopping issues in real time from what this looks like. Like you've literally, look, you fought the dark, right? And now you fight with light. You've already changed the balance. There's no need to fear. And you don't talk to nobody about this either. You really don't. I feel like one of your ancestors whispered to you all the time though. You may not like the look of her, but she talked to you. Yeah, I don't know, maybe this was the spiritual message you needed to hear, this confirmation on starting this or whatever, but you should do that. Even if it's just venting about your family history, about your roots, your ancestry, and all of that. It would be very, very cathartic. And I think it actually would help a lot of people. You would be illuminating some things to a lot of people. I feel like you've already broken the curse. I do. I really do. Yeah. You get premonitions. Those are called premonitions. And they feel very different. I was trying to explain that to someone the other day. I had two very interesting dreams. One felt like a higher self to higher self conversation between me and another person, and the other one felt like a premonition. I was like, oh, okay, so, one will play out, one was like a confession, so it was, look, you can do a WordPress blog, you can do a YouTube vlog, you can do anything. It's working. Whatever it is you're doing, it really is working. But I feel like speaking on it is going to be the biggest thing. Because the minute you start talking about it, it's like sending out spiritual arrows. You've had some, oh, they're giving me chills. You've had a lot of spiritual help in the background. You really have. You've been like shielded. In some pretty interesting ways. Oh. Hold on. Who? Okay. Who's Nene? What the Nene? I get the feeling this person might even been a Capricorn. I don't know. Either way, that is maybe that's your spirit guy's name. I don't know. Aquarius. I'm getting Aquarius and Capricorn for whoever this may be in life. Those are their signs. I don't know, like moon or rising, sun, moon rising, something like that. But that energy has been protecting you. I think you actually have a really good Saturn placement in your natal chart. Huh. Hold on. I just saw her. Huh. Hold on. I just saw her earlier. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on. There she is. I feel like of all the divine feminine energies, and Stacy, we do things according to who needs to hear what, and we'll pull some different cards here soon. But I feel like for you right now, this is the guy who could be potentially revealing herself to you, or whose power you should be calling on right now. Kali, Mother of the Universe, I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. Isn't that interesting, right? And look, I'm looking at the Seven of Wands here, and there's some letters on the bottom of the card, and I'm looking at it, and to me, I see like Kali. So, and look at the image. Look how she's holding the sword there, right? Look at the image. Look at the image. Give me a second. I'm going to give you some information on Kali if you're not familiar. And for anybody else who might be resonating with this message, you know what I mean? No one's going through anything alone. We're all at different versions of the path. It says who she is. Kali embodies the ultimate wake-up call to get us aligned as soon as possible with what we have come here to do. This Hindu goddess is the most fierce form of the dark, divine feminine. She is she is that which brings all things to life or to an end. Her name comes from the Sanskrit word meaning fullness of time. Kali is first mentioned in the 6th century Devi Mahatmya when the goddess Durga is threatened by two demons. Kali emerges from the rage furrowed in Durga's forehead and slays all the demons with ease. This is why she is often pictured holding the severed head of a demon, which represents the ego or false beliefs and illusions. She appears wrathful, and yet she is considered to be the most loving. She's like a mother desperate to grab her beloved child out of harm's way, willing to yank them from the path that they were on in order to bestow freedom. Her iconography often depicts her as standing on the naked body of the Hindu god Shiva, He is her consort, and together they represent the power available to us when we've honored both the masculine and the feminine within. And Kali is the feminine that's called on when the masculine has gone out of balance within us and in the world. She is a divine protectress and the mother of the universe because she can cut through illusions and grant us the reality of our soul came to manifest. Now I kind of got to finish this. When your soul selects her card, Kali is as subtle as a sledgehammer. She shows up to strip us of what no longer serves us. And that sounds good in theory, but in practice it can feel as if the ground beneath us is turned to sand. All those illusions about ourselves, especially what we think we're capable of, suddenly dissolve beneath us. When Kali sweeps in, we can easily slip into feeling like a victim. It can feel as though events are happening to us rather than for us. Kali doesn't want us to waste another precious second being someone we are not. She doesn't want us to be with a partner who doesn't treat us with the respect and love we need to do the light work we've come here to do. Kali wants to sever the ties our ego has made out of fear or out of the false belief that we don't deserve better or more. She wants us to get terrifyingly real. She wants us to reckon with the fact that we're not here to please others or to make them proud. We are here to listen to a singular call of our own soul. Kali is the harbinger of having entered Kairos, soul time. And stripping the ego to reveal the soul can feel raw and often heartbreaking. But ultimately, Kali has come out of fierce love for the truth of who we really are. She is giving us the opportunity to choose again, to start over, and this time from a place of tremendous wisdom and strength. Our vulnerability. She lets us begin again from the bare bones truth of who we are. Soul voice meditation, right? What is falling away from my life right now that no longer serves me? Question, right? Your intention. I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. I mean, I think that's a pretty beautiful, powerful message for all people, right? From all of ancestors, from all the higher echelons of the divine feminine energies. Like, really, it's okay to be like, you know, you know, I want. It's not a pity party. It's just owning what it is, what you want, what you need. Do you know? Telling people I'm taking some time for me to figure that shit out. Whatever it is, however that breaks down for you. But yeah, that's so funny. Step forward. Speak your truth. I get Queen of Swords reading that. I do. I'm like, ooh. Callie comes across as the Queen of Swords energy to me in tarot. You, ah! Congratulations. Didn't I tell you you was going to get everything you wanted? I think I did. I think I did. Oh, the deck is the Divine Feminine Oracle deck. That's what the box would look like. That's the book, but the box looks exactly the same. Uh-huh. Good. Oh, beautiful. There is a red goddess. Oh, you really should look at this deck. I mean, it's beautiful. Lalita. She laughs. She might have come to visit you. Lalita. Now, Kylie's pretty much green. Not even playing. She shows up green. Like, I think Shiva shows up blue. I forget. But Hindu deities are very colorful. Good. I'm very happy for you. Good. Good. Look, that's just spirit. Spirit told me to say that. Spirit, hey, spirit, you was right. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Hold on. All right, let's see. All right, let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. I pulled out all these decks, y'all. I'm not, but I pulled out a bunch. I was like, ooh, let's see what we can get into. All right. Thank you, ancestors. I appreciate that. I really do. I really, really do. All right. I want to see. Give me a past, present, future, and show me collectively where the twins are, masculine and feminine, are on the path for those who are choosing to ascend. That's one. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Moon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Alita. Like, yo, she's fun. She really is. You're very, very welcome. Oh, Moon, what we're doing right now is we're looking at where the twins are collectively, masculine and feminine, past, present, future, on the journey right now, for those who've accepted the path. We just wrapped up the ancestor reading portion of tonight's live. This is a 1 year live, you know, a little thank you. So we're doing a little menagerie of this and that. Can we get the present position, Holy Spirit? Thank you. He was kind enough. Nope, that's not it. Ooh, my eye. Don't you hate when your eye itch? Hey, y'all, I love y'all. Look, it's 7 of y'all. Can I get 7 thumbs up, please? It really does help the rotations. I appreciate it. And if you don't feel like it, hey, it's your prerogative, too. That's your business. I worry not. Ooh, I like that. Wow. So, oh, wow, that's deep. So in the past, we have the sun. Present, we have flow. And in the future, we have the tree of life. I don't think there could be any more beautiful cards for past, present, future for those who have accepted the path and where they are. It's interesting because you're coming from the sun, right? So I feel like as much as the sun is a very happy card, it's beautiful, it's illuminated, I also feel like you've come from a place of where a lot of things were brought to the surface, where a lot of things had a spotlight put on them. All the things that were inadequate, if you will, in one's life. All the areas that could have used a little dusting and sprucing up. I say that because I'm looking at all the feathers here. And I feel like it's interesting. You went from a space of having an outside light source to having an internal light source. You went from being a lesser illuminary to being a greater illuminary, to be biblical about shit. How about that? You stopped looking for happiness in other people and you found that shit within, is what that feels like for where you're coming from in the past position for that. That is a beautiful thing. I'm so proud of y'all. Huh. Like, really. And presently, it's like you literally learned to go with the flow. It's so beautiful. It's so relaxed now, isn't it? Isn't that cool? And a beautiful space to be in. You're like, everything's like water. You hit that fucking Bruce Lee button. You know, water. Water becomes the bottle. Then you put water in the bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put water in an ice tray, you know, it freezes or whatever. But you've learned to how to be mutable. You learn to be the magician. You like, all right, it's cool. We flowing through a crack. I guess we flowing through a crack. Oh, we got a wide opening. I guess we gushing forth. You've just learned how to deal with the emotional roller coaster. And I say emotion because we're talking about water. We're talking about flow. We're talking about the breath of life. All the things that make our hearts flutter and all that shit. The things that give our pulses quickening and shit. So yeah, you literally learn to just be. You became fucking a Calvin Klein commercial. Just be. You've literally mastered your own emotions. There's a lot of release work going on. I'm looking at the full moon in the back here. Going back to the first card, it's 53, which breaks down to an 8, right? And so you're like, okay. You started recognizing patterns and cycles and things of that nature. You wanted to get off the fucking crazy train. You was like, I'm getting off, next stop. And now it's here, we're back to flow, which is a 2. It's like, no, now is a time for balance. Now is a time for harmony. Now is a time of true balance. 2 is a very interesting numerological number. And I'm not a numerologist, but I like to read stuff. And so 2 has a choice. 2 is normally represented not by this swirly, right? In Roman numerals, you have 2 sticks. That's 2. 2 individuals, but together, right? But 2 individuals. And a 2 is a constant choice to remain or to separate, right? And so now you realize how much choice you have, even in all of your relationships, the one with yourself, the one with your friends, the one with your families, the one with your lovers, all of it. Should I stay or should I go now? Right. You are more aware now of all the power you possess, your personal power, your power of choice. And it makes me think, right, I got a Planned Parenthood donation thing in the middle of the day. It's that time of year. They start sending it out. Don't you want to increase your pledge? Don't you want to do this and that? Now, I have a love-hate relationship with Planned Parenthood. I do. I'm not even going to get into it. Like, I love some of the things that they provide. I do. And other parts, you know what I mean? Like, the U.S. birth rate could be higher. That's all I'm saying. It is your choice. But for a woman, you're constantly being reminded in the current era of how much choice you have. And so, but we never really took it to that next level. Yeah, we got to the whole freedom of what to do with our bodies and the choice of this and that, but we are a species in growth and evolution. And the world has been watching us ascend over the last 100 years. At least, yeah. Like visually seeing us reclaim our personal power, aka stepping into the divine masculine energy. Yeah, we've already been creators. We've been in empress mode. Now it's like energetically reclaiming the masculine principle and letting everyone know that it's okay that I'm a boss right now, and it's okay. Yes, I got a twat, and yes, I'm a boss. Yep, it's okay. It's reestablishing those sorts of things, but it's more of a personal. It's very personal, but it comes across as a movement because the planet is ascending. The energies are ascending. It's interesting though. But you are more aware now than you've ever been about what it is that 2 really mean. And what fucks me up so much, right? Talking about abortion and choice and all that, how people don't understand simple math. 1 + 1 = 3, right? Unless you go see Planned Parenthood, then 1 plus 1 equals 2. Just saying. It's real. Aw. Yes. You should love to be the magician. It's funny how many times in life we have to keep going back to beginning, right? To keep remembering that, yes, you have that power. Yes, you are the magician. Yes, you got all the tools. But sometimes you forget. You get kicked. Kicked right back down to square one. You're like, what? I thought I conquered this. Nah. Excuse me, I'm putting some tea water on. Help my throat. That's the best thing about living small. Everything's so close. It's great. Yeah. Okay, right now, right? So I'm getting a gemstone from this card. Lapis lazuli. If that is not where the card. That's wow how much that looks like that. It's a beautiful blue stone. Do I have a piece? I'll show you the card, but I actually have a piece. Now this has been milled, and so it has a texture, but I want you to see the color. If I turn it over, don't mind the tarnish. But see the flecks in it? See that? I mean, look. I kid you not. Y'all don't, like, I don't know. Do y'all see the similarities? And how that card is drawn, the colors? Okay, so right now, lapis lazuli is a beautiful stone. It's one of protection, actually, and wisdom and divine guidance and talking to some higher realms. Like, lapis is a beautiful stone, and it's one of extreme spiritual protection. So I feel like right now, and it's inexpensive, by the way. It is. Don't overpay for lapis. Like, you can, there are nice specimens of it, and I'm sure you can get an expensive piece, but it's inexpensive enough where you can find it in every stone crystal shop, bracelets, like, you can find the shit. Even Marshall's and TJ Maxx has jewelry currently that has those pieces in it. And see, I don't like, oh look, here, I don't like that one they're showing you there. That's not a good piece because that's actually not what it looks like. Lapis has much more gold and copper in it than that. I'm really gonna have me go looking for a fucking crystal. Fine. Because that is a terrible... I just showed y'all the actual stone, right? Look at that shit, right? Besides the striation, and that's done artistically, right? Look at that. And that's what they show. Look. Don't be believing these guidebooks like that. You better do your own research. They have you out here talking about, ooh, that's lapis, and be fucking looking like solidite or some shit like that. That's funny, and I just found a piece of solidite that does. It looks like a piece of lapis, but it's not. Now, look. I'm going to show you why in the card they give you both specimen, or that one specimen. Because, and that's not even real. Hold on. Because I have small stones, tumbled lapis pieces, and they don't look like that. They look like that with the gold flecks and the copper and shit in it. Right? And look, hold on. I'm going to move the camera a little bit more. So you can see lapis lazuli. Lapis opens the third eye and balances the throat chakra. It stimulates alignment, and excuse me, it stimulates enlightenment and enhances dream work and psychic abilities, facilitating spiritual journeying and stimulating personal and spiritual power. This stone quickly releases stress, bringing deep peace. It possesses enormous serenity and is the key to spiritual attainment. Lapis lazuli is a protective stone that contacts spirit guardians. This stone recognizes psychic attacks, blocks it, and returns the energy to its source. It teaches the power of the spoken word and can reverse curses or dis-ease caused by not speaking out the past. Remember, hey, Stacy. It's like, let me. I'm. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I don't know, babe. I just feel like maybe you need a little piece of lapis in your life right now. But later on, you could pause the video, stare at it. If you don't want to go buy it, that does work. You know what I mean? You can meditate it. You can wear a royal blue shirt. That'll help. Hold on one second. Since I pulled it out, shit, I'm gonna put it on. Why not? It don't even go what I got on, but fuck it. Y'all can't see. Oh man, what else? This stone harmonizes the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual levels. Imbalances between these levels can result in depression, dis-ease, and lack of purpose. Imbalance the harmony brings deep inner self-knowledge. Lapis lazuli encourages taking charge of life. It reveals inner truth, encourages self-awareness, and allows self-expression without holding back or compromising. It repress if repressed anger is causing difficulties in the throat or in communication, lapis lazuli releases these. This stone brings the enduring qualities of honesty, compassion, or uprightness to the personality. All right, sidebar before I finish this segment, right? Now, I want y'all to know, as a kid, my mom had, like, lapis is a September birthstone, right? And I'm a Virgo. And so I had lapis earrings as a kid. Now, I want you to know, now, it does work. And it does make you speak your truth, but I want you to be real fucking cautious before you put some lapis on your fucking kids, okay? Because if you think they talk and speak their mind now, they ain't got a snowball's chance in hell and hold it back. There will be no filter. You'll be a walking, talking, out of the mouths of babes moment. You should just have the camera on because you just set your kid up for, like, in a good way. But if they get into altercations, verbals, and shit like that at school, it's really not their fault. It's your fault because you put the fucking lapis on them. I'm just telling you right now. Yep. Okay, I'm going to continue. Lapis lazuli is a powerful thought amplifier. It stimulates the higher faculties of the mind, bringing objectivity and clarity. It encourages creativity through attunement to the source. Lapis lazuli helps you to confront truth wherever you find it. I just was telling y'all that shit. And to accept what it teaches. It aids in expressing your own opinions and harmonizes conflict. It teaches I was going to say valuable. It teaches you the value of active listening. Lapis lazuli binds relationships and love, friendships, and aids expressing feelings and emotions. Yeah, it do. It dissolves martyrdom, cruelty, and suffering. As a gem essence, it dissolves emotional bondage. So, hey, message, you can infuse lapis and gem essence, okay? Okay. It dissolves emotional bondage. Whew. Healing. Lapis lazuli elevates, excuse me. I should slow down. Okay. Lapis lazuli alleviates pain, especially that of migraine headaches. It overcomes depression, benefits the respiratory and nervous system, and the throat, larynx, and thyroid, cleanses organs, bone marrow, thymus, and the immune system. Lapis lazuli overcomes hearing loss, purifies blood, and boosts the immune system. It alleviates insomnia and vertigo and lowers blood pressure. Position: wear or place at the throat or third eye. Lapis lazuli should be positioned above the diaphragm, anywhere between the sternum and the top of the head. Alright. I don't know. That's all the information I'm reading on lapis. I'm sure there's more. Look, people check the fuck out. They was like, oh my god, if she don't stop fucking talking about lapis. Yeah, I know, but it is what it is, and I'm here to give information to those who need it. Yeah, right? Right. Yeah, you need to get yourself a lapis. ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rocky. And I think moonstone, because I'm seeing the big moon out here, and I'm talking about crystals. So if you have moonstone, put it on. or even sunstone, but I believe sunstone is a synthetic, but it's a beautiful. It's not about whether or not it's a genuine stone. It's about the intention and the forging, and sunstone is a beautifully intentioned forged stone. Anyway, oh, and there is blue moonstone, but lapis, pure moonstone, which is like a opal, or milky like a opal, not pearlescent. Anyway, all right, and let's see, for the future position, let's talk about the tree of life. I don't think there's anything more beautiful than that. Look at the intertwined nature of these two trees. Weren't we talking about the caduceus? Weren't we talking about the double serpents, the helix of the DNA? How things even multiply, how the genetic blueprint is carried over. But instead of, like, this is your own double helix. You know, this isn't about another person. Although for some, this really could be you coming back together with your divine counterpart. I'm looking at these butterflies all over the place, and that's indicative of a massive shift, of a massive change. That's stirring deep. At least here, it's showing that it's stirring very deep. It's stirring at the base, at the roots. Yeah. I feel like things will be structurally sound. Everything will be right as it should be. You're going to see an increase in orb activity for whoever this is resonating with. You will. Hmm. Oh yeah, there are great changes underway. I mean, I look at all the butterflies. I hope y'all can see that. I mean, here they're yellow, and then as they go up, they fade to this beautiful pale green, and as they ascend, they're this luscious green. Oh man, the future is not only lush, healthy, beautiful, and vibrant, it is full of the most spectacular changes. Wow. Hold on, excuse me while I get me some tea. Anybody like ginger tea? But like that instant ginger that's got like the honey already in it. That shit's delicious. Yes, it is very much so. Oh, thank you. Zizi, then put the moonstone on. Yes, actually. Yes, my lovely girl. Yes, you put the moonstone on. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I want you to see the world through a softened eye for a little bit, ZZ. I really do. I think that's necessary. Oh, good. Moonstones for you. You could benefit from that too, Stacy, but I definitely want to see you wearing that moonstone, ZZ, for at least 7 days, okay? Like, on you. It ain't gotta be jewelry. Tuck that shit in your bra. Okay, good. You got the memo. Alright. Yeah, but it's beautiful. It really is. Oh, who the fuck is that? Alright, y'all. Y'all know the devil always in the midst, right? You know the motherfuckers all... You're not welcome here, number one. You got to go. But do y'all see the little... Do you see the creature? Do you see... What, the moonstone? Then clear it. Clear the energy from it. Drop it. Or let it sit under some moonlight or something like that. But no. It's probably overly charged. But do y'all see the little... Do y'all see him? But also... As part of the balance of life, right? We all know. Oh, I got up for the bell. Where's the bell? I was like, shouldn't be here. But he's always here. And I think that's the point. He's always lurking. He's always somewhere. But it's an energy more than anything. You know what I mean? And the less you can feed it, the better. There's always a constant awareness that, yeah, shit happens. I do. But it's funny, because as much as on one side, we have this little negative energy, over here, we have an angel. So you know what I mean? It's no different. Life is what it is. On one shoulder, you will always have that one temptation. On the other shoulder, you'll have the other. You know, it's always going to be a battle of the light and the dark, the yin and the yang. But always remember that you can't have one without the other. So I think that's just fair game. And the more you can wrap your mind around it, the better. Let me see. That's a 4. That's stability. Both sides, equal footing. You know, so that just coincides with the theme. There is no balance without both. That's what creates the balance, the duality. I think you'll see things move forward and be much more abundant if you can just accept that simple truth. Alright, let's see what else we got going. Ooh. Alright, alright, alright. Now let's have some fun. So, let's do a twin flame reading. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. We're going to use the Tarot Sexual Magic, and we're going to use the Manera for this part of the reading. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I feel like I'm doing good. Sometimes I get stuck on one fucking spread or reading. I could do that shit for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Like, whatever. Read number 3. Hey. Alright, Holy Spirit, what you got? Divine Masculine. What's going on with them? What is going on collectively with the Divine Masculines on the journey, please? Thank you very much. 2 more. 2 more. I can't wait. I'm going to rewatch The Golden Compass tonight. I am. I'm like, damn, I'm excited. Because on HBO, they're only up... I said 2 more and I kept shuffling. I lost my concentration. They only up to episode 4. So I gotta wait. It's all good, though. Alright. What's going on with the Divine Masculine? There we go. Thank you very much. Divine Masculines could be having a tower... Oh! 6 of Cups. Uh-oh. This might be a good tower. Maybe. Queen of Wands. 10 of Wands. Death card. 5 of Swords. 10 of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Overall energies. 8 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the motherfucking Magician, huh? Alright. I gotta make some space. Alright, alright, alright. I don't know why his name just popped in my head. What's the subscriber? Magus Noble? Uh-oh. Oh, because the magician's on the bottom of the deck, and that's what it means, magician. Alright. Now that I'm done having my geek moment. Alright, real rat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I pulled out 10 decks because I was like, I don't know what we're going to do in terms of what cards we're going to pull. See how nosy we was really going to get tonight. Holy Spirit, what's going on with the Divine Feminines collectively? Holy Spirit, what's going on with the Divine Feminine collectively? Interesting. Oh, the Divine Masculine spread is talking so much. Alright, Divine Feminine, Four of Wands, Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles, Lovers, Judgment, Queen of Fire, Five of Water, Empress, Six of Air. I think it's so funny, y'all. Get it, bitch. I love it. I love that my Divine Feminines show up consistently. High vibrational. I do. I really do. Let's see. I feel like Divine Masculine might have started something on the job with someone. I do. Yeah. And I feel like they're trying to keep that information hidden. If you haven't heard anything from your Divine Masculine recently, and I mean energetically, I don't necessarily mean verbal communication, I believe it's because they're actually doing some direct shit to keep you out their energy right now, so you can't feel them regressing. Oh, that's terrible. But on the flip side of things, right, this person ain't you. I can't even, like, they're not you. And as much as this person might be filling a void, it really is just physical. Just saying. This person really only has genuine emotion for his Divine Feminine. His or her, you know what I mean? But how this is registering. And I feel like this person has put up some serious heavy-duty spiritual blocks. And I mean black candle blocks. Like, bitch, you can't know what I'm doing right now type shit. Nope. Because they out there doing some shit they shouldn't be doing, but it's really because they're lonely. They're horny more than anything. It's really what this is. Like, they're fucking horny. But I feel like the person they was fooling around with had somebody. I don't think this is serious. I do feel like this is a on a job romance. Or it was. I got 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. Mm-mm. I feel like that shit came in with as quick as it happened. You know what I mean? Like, I just get a tryst. I don't know if you know this person, but they really don't want you to know. Here we go. Why does the Divine Master? Really? That quick? That's wait, no. It's too many. Because if you found out, you would reject them even more. Because they're like in your face telling you make the same time. It's like, you know what's up. You do. Like, your spidey senses be going the fuck off. So you're not taking that janky ass cup. You're not reuniting with nobody. Because it's like, nah, they got to come with a much bigger offer to heal this connection. And it's definitely because the King of Wands flipped here. And it's like, this person knows. Nah. This King of Cups, excuse me, this King of Wands has flipped here. It's like they know you know that they out there doing the most right now, and that you're holding yourself back from them because, again, you know, right? Like, it's like you're getting downloads about it. You're getting these intuitive hits, and that's why they're trying to block this. They're using spiritual warfare to keep you from using your senses, to keep you from fully breaking away and going in a different direction, for real, because they know if you caught wind of it, oh my goodness, you would. I think you know this person. For whoever that's for. Hold on, I'm going to ask again. I want to see what the comments. I know, that's like a blessing and a curse. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we just found out why. Because, whoever it was, motherfucker, they was dissatisfied with it. Yeah, it filled the void. But, yeah, this person they fooling around with is married. I don't even think they knew, but, ooh. Whoever this is the Queen of Wands energy. Just because you find somebody who on your same sexual level don't mean it's your person. And by the looks of this shit, they had somebody. Whoever this person is, yeah, it's somebody in the background. They really are blocking it out. Who uses the Ouija board? I don't care. Whoever see this. Whoever the, I say it's a Ouija board, but it could be whatever you choose to. You could be throwing bones, ruins, however you do divination. That's they trying. Yeah, they trying to block all that shit. They're trying to jam your frequencies. Actually, is what this looks like. But all this shows to me is that you and this person are not vibrating on the same octave. You're not. Mm-mm. Dang, divine masculine. I feel like this person's spouse actually found out. I do. Or they played him. It didn't go the way they was hoping it would. Damn, that was real quick. Even if this person might have just been on a break with whomever they were dealing with. And it was like, okay, thank you. I'm out. I appreciate it. I'm going back to the person I was with or I want. Damn, I hope Divine Masculine didn't do this to this person. Because legit, like, the Justice card is looking at the Tower like, are you sure you want to do this? Hold on, I'm going to move the cards. Yeah, you got to see this shit. I light my table off and it's like not as smooth as I want it to be. I hate that. Alright, y'all see that? Right. See the Tower happening. See the Justice card right next to it, sword up, ready to step in. I feel like that's what happened. The axe coming down and the Tower card is due of karmic justice. You cannot be on this path. You cannot have this knowledge and be doing this dumb shit. You get instant karma. Like instant karma. So, I mean, I feel like Divine Masculine could have lost their job. I really do. I got 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. That's that. Maybe you got caught touching something you wasn't supposed to, Divine Masculine. Or someone. Feel like you played yourself looking at this harp and this 3 of Swords. Like, for real. Oh, I do. Oh, shit. Story just went left. Alright, y'all. Hold on. Feel like Divine Masculine was on a job, smooth talking, chatting somebody up, trying to romance somebody. Got caught touching something. Man, 7 of Swords ain't out here. Hold on. What did Divine Masculine get caught touching? What is this? What did they get? 6 of Swords. Justice. 9 of Swords. 9 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. 10 of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. 2 of Wands. Queen of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. I'm repeating cards, y'all. Oh my gosh. I hope money didn't come up short. Somebody might have got fired. Somebody's job might have said, well, we decided to go in a different direction. Maybe this person said they could do more than what they could, and they got called on their bullshit. The company said, we didn't hire you for this. We're not going to pay you for this. And as a matter of fact, because you lied, or, you can't do what you said you were going to do, they offered the position to somebody else. They head in a new direction. But some of this looked like some strange form of double cross. Damn, Divine Masculine, you set somebody up. Damn. I feel like looking at the 6 of Swords up here next to the Justice card, I feel like somebody helped you get into a position, into a better position, right? Six of Swords, going from, a bad place to a better place, even if this is in a spiritual sense, right? You went from being emotionally imbalanced to tough times to being in a much better place. I feel like somebody stepped in on your behalf. Could have been a Libra. I got a lot of Libra energy out here. Yeah. Like, you was stressed out, you was worried, you didn't know what to do. Uh, that's one storyline. I feel like some of this is greed, though. I feel like with this Nine of Wands here, right? He, all this opportunity, right? All these, you know what I mean? Like, the person tired. They struggling. But they tired of struggling. But all they see around them, all this fucking opportunity and shit. And I feel like the one who was struggling, right? The one who actually got the handout, right? Who was helped, probably divine masculine, maybe it was somebody else. Like, that's a toughie right there. But either way, somebody felt like somebody else was receiving more. They thought that was unfair, and they did something about it. Like, that's a double cross right there. This person took a chance, right? Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands. This person took a chance and went for what they wanted. It could be this Queen of Wands, though. I done seen the Queen of Wands 3 fucking times. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. I feel like this person, instead of waiting for what was due to them, looking at the Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, like seeds planted, waiting on harvest type shit, hard work paying off. Instead of doing that, this person didn't want to wait. They decided they was going to take matters into their own hands, and they came up with some, again, Queen of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. It's like they came up with some sort of plan. But I feel like the shit backfired. I really do. I really fucking do. Damn. Karmic justice strikes again. Wow. I just wanted to know what they got caught touching at the job. I hope, look. I don't see the Seven of Swords out here, but that doesn't necessarily mean they ain't get caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Whatever the version of the cookie jar is. Hope you ain't take somebody rings or some shit like that. That's what it looked like. And I feel like these rings was bonded together. This could have been somebody's wedding bands. I hope you ain't that fucking stupid. Wow. Or maybe you buttered somebody up on the job, got close to them, just get to them, just to get, what they had. Whether this was sex or, material gain. Wow. Feel like if this already happened, I feel like this person is on some damn. They are really thinking about their actions right now. Ooh, whatever this is, this got them in a fucking jam. This is a problem. I feel like this divine masculine, whoever this is for, you got a problem about shitting where you eat. Big time. Oh, Z. Oh, Stacy. Man. Yeah. Did he work in the jewelry industry? I don't know. All because they wanted a little piece of what they thought they was fucking entitled to. Yeah, that's some real instant gratification. Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands. In this deck, Ten of Wands ain't what you think it is. It's something completely different. Damn. I feel like it really only was a matter of time before this person, this situation, hit this pinnacle. Really. I feel like it was all fun and games until somebody got caught. I feel like this person might have even been counseled that it wasn't the right time to do this, to whatever this was, to make this move. It wasn't the right time. They didn't listen. I feel like they still went for it. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, like, maybe that's what this is, because it was a straight double cross. What else can we get from this? Somebody hightailed it out of there. I don't think he could believe that this person left them high and dry in a situation like that. Like, thank you. Like, they was straight out for theirs. That was karma. It really was. This person is now wishing that they really had just walked away. And what it looks like, that one person encouraged them to do something stupid. Like, there are definitely three people here. There are two women involved and one man. I feel like one woman planted the seed for whatever scheme, whatever this bad thing was. They planted that seed and he carried it out and he got the karma for it. I mean, she gets it too, but I mean, his shit came around now. Uh, it's probably him thinking about your ass warning him, you know. And I feel like you did it in a very peaceful way, a very loving way. That's funny. Now he looking back like, damn, we were a good match. Mm-hmm. Nah, he won't. Nah, nah, nah. This was a scheme. Mm-mm. He ain't gonna tell you that whole story. He gonna hold back bits and pieces forever. Seriously. I feel like he seduced somebody to get close to him. I really do. Some sort of information. I don't want to say insider trading, but that's kind of what it feel like. Like you got to somebody who knew some shit that they, only a boss would know. Got it and was able to utilize it for some sort of financial gain. What else is going on? The Divine Masculine. Collectively. What other storylines can you give me? I feel like the Divine Masculines are trying to get away from the past. I feel like the towers had already happened for some. And I feel like now they are working on themselves after this wound had been opened back up. Is I'm getting the image of like, those old school windows, and it's like a strong breeze blows in, and it blows open the windows, and everything in the room just starts flying around that wasn't, weighted down, papers and that sort of thing, and the curtains are bellowing and all that shit. That's the sort of imagery I'm getting. And it's like having to pick up the pieces after this unexpected force came through. Woo! I'm so sorry. Mm. All right, you can't talk to me both telepathically and on the video. Hold on, what? Um, Here's the thing. Being tied to a thief, or if you, I can't tell you to divorce him or not. All you can really ask yourself, right? And this is a question for your higher self. there are some people, right? You're like, you can accept them for who they are. Maybe he's like Robin Hood type shit, you know. Maybe he would do good things with what he's, you know. Who knows? Only you can make that decision. I know I personally, I couldn't be. I couldn't be. But I also realized that, you know, when I was younger, I did some dumb shit. And I didn't realize the karmic effect, i.e., who I was attracting in a partnership. And so I had to first apologize to the universe for my actions, even as a youth, you know what I mean? And then look myself in the mirror and go, at one point in time, bitch, you had sticky fingers too. Just because, you know, you're not that person, you still have to look at yourself in the mirror and go, at one point in time, you did, even though you don't. So, and then I was able to shift those energies. But I can't tolerate it, you know, because that's not me. And I don't tolerate things in my energetic field that don't represent me. It's not judgmental, but people are a reflection of you. Now, if you're married, that's a different thing. Now, if he's stealing from you, I'd left already. But I don't know how to segment on that level. It's like, well, how could you steal from other people? Like, don't steal, period. Like, you do shit before you know better. You know better, you do better. So, just saying. Some people just feel entitled. I literally watch all sorts of folks lift shit from the grocery store. But I'd be like, excuse me, security. Can you go stop them? Because I don't want to pay higher prices. There's enough free shit floating around. I kid you not. There's food banks everywhere. I could use them. I should use them. But I figure if I can afford to buy groceries, then I should buy groceries and leave stuff like that for those who can't. But people want to go to the damn grocery store and still when there's free food. I don't get it. But anyway, so only you can really, you know, answer that. Oh, that's why you divorced him. Then bravo, honey. I'm proud of you. Because I'm like, oh, I can't tell you what to do. Yeah, I totally understand that. I do. Doesn't represent you. Mm-mm. All right, good. I'm glad we clarified that. Now I'm going to move past that little moment. Yeah, they're cleaning up the chaos after this storm came through. Hmm. I feel like they received their karmic due. I really do. I feel like somebody they really, 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 really fucking loved did to them what was done to them. Or what they did to other people. And now they looking back. I see remorse. I feel like this divine masculine has a long list of people he needs to actually rectify things with. People who he need to, like, really put forth some transformational energy. I feel like at one point in time, Stacy, when's your birthday? What's your sign? Are you a fire sign? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really wish they would have just taken more decisive action and went for what they really wanted and not have been scared to offer a real commitment. They wish they would have literally just given more than just passion. That they wouldn't have showed up as a frog opposed to a prince. There's this sort of, they could just break the ice. They're certain that, the connection between the two of you is still there. That the chemistry is still there. That the capacity for the two of you to be happy is still there. But they don't feel as though now would be the right time to extend this peace, this truce, or whatever this is. Aquarius, okay. I totally understand that. It's sad, right? Because I really do believe people are capable of growth. I do. I really, really do. But I also believe that because if you separate from someone, right, both people are guilty of this. We either regress back to the people we're hanging around, or the people that you're hanging around hold you to the person you used to be. It's a very difficult scenario to navigate through when you're really trying to be the best version of yourself. And that's why it's difficult, because people know you for who you are, and it's like they don't want to accept the new you. And so a lot of times it's nearly impossible to bridge those gaps again, is what I've found. And that shit sucks. That's why it's easier to cut your losses and wish people happiness, light, and love, and wellness, and the pursuit of happiness, and all that shit, than trying to convince somebody of who you are now. Fuck it. Either you see it or you don't. Bye. And some people will try to hold you back because they themselves aren't ready to grow. And it's easier to try to distract you than them to focus on themselves. Alright, now let's go over to Divine Feminine's energy. The overall is the Four of Swords and the King of Water. Then we have the Four of Wands, the Knight of Water, the King of Earth, right? Then we have the Lovers, the Judgment, the Queen of Fire. Then we have the Five of Water, the Empress, and the Six of Air. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. We got somebody focused. Focused. They're in full review mode. Like going over the film reel of their lives right now. I feel a space of gratitude, actually, from the Divine Feminine. Four Swords, King of Water. That feels like love and light and gratitude and yes, Jesus, yes, Mom, yes, Dad, yes, Divine Family, yes, yes, yes. That just feels so good. I feel like Divine Feminine, you're in a very grounded space. Excuse me. You see how she here? You can't see. Hold on. I moved the cards a little too tight. A little too tight. See how she's naked as a jaybird with the umbrella over her, right, on the little film reel, but she's got these heavy boots on? To me, that's groundedness. She's connected still. She might seem like she's floated away, but she hasn't. She's still very, very grounded. She's just in a very beautiful space of gratitude. Like, really. Even look how the King of Water is looking, right? Like, wow. Just sitting back. Just, wow. It's just so beautiful. Just carefree. just happy. Yes. I just hear yes. But not like when people make, when they're having sex and they scream that shit. No, this is just like, yes. Freedom. Yes. And I feel like it's because, look, on the real divine feminine, you're stable. You really are. hmm it's funny though. I do feel like you are, like, calling your counterpart though. I will say that, right? I got the king of water and the king of earth out here. hmm Just saying. hmm Four of wands, knight of water, king of earth. Oh no, bitch! Like, you are in a very high vibration right now, like super duper high. Like, that's why the shoes had to be pointed out, because, like, if you're not feeling very grounded, maybe it's a good time to work on reconnecting and getting grounded again, because you're vibing really, really high, and it's not a negative, but you're vibing really high right now. And I feel like that is really, like, increasing the distance of your energetic pool right now, and you are calling in some soulmates, like, for real, like right now in the 3D, like, they coming, they moving, they moving. I feel like the energy that you're in, you may not want to hear this, divine feminines, but you I don't even want to say it. I don't. I don't want to say it, but I have to. You know what you're doing, right? For those of you who have met your twin, they're coming back. And for those of you who have not, you are legit calling this person in here. No more 5D only connections. No, no, no. No, no, no. Yeah. It's because the pity party is stopped. All of it. You full, like, I love me, I'm the shit, I'm working on me, I don't have time for no bullshit. Like, you just in this state of meditation, this state of prayer, this state of devotion. You are getting things done, and it's like you up in the heavens at all times. You know what I mean? Like, you praying on everything right now, everything, and it brings you joy to do this. Yeah, that's so funny. The king of earth in this deck is holding a wand, right? So even though it's the pentacle energy, right? It's the earth energy. He's holding a wand, right? So it's like earth of fire, or excuse me, fire of earth is the placement. So it's like, okay, you legit calling this person in. It's a, okay, that's funny. It's like the choice you made, right? Lover's judgment, queen of fire. Mm. You decided to no longer stand, or excuse me, in this situation, sit and look any part for the benefit of anyone. You wouldn't be anyone's muse. You wouldn't be anybody's subject. You wouldn't be anybody's anything. If it didn't bring you peace, you wasn't doing it. You put it in to anything that didn't fulfill your own personal satisfactions and pleasures. And I do mean that in a very high vibing way. I know the cards, the illustration of the cards can be very provocative, but that's not what this is. This is literally about your own inner peace, right? And allowing that to usher out and to like be in your environment to, it's like your inner peace emanates. And that's the choice you made, and those are the actions you took to accomplish this state of ecstasy, is what it looks like, of self-gratification, of you really bossing up for yourself. Good job. I feel like whomever you might have been dealing with previously, this person, right, there's a level of resentment to them. Because it's like you're able to do things in faith. Seriously. You're able to step out on faith, even though you might be fearful, apprehensive, whatever, reluctant. You still do it because you operate from a spiritual place of faith. And I feel like every time this person tried to put you in a place where you would supposedly drown, like you would be in over your head, is more what that is. You somehow made it through. Somehow, some way, you stayed calm. You stayed relaxed. You just got through. And you really elevated in the process. Like, really elevated. And it's like, all it's really done is draw this person in, and many others, by the way. I feel like real soon, Divine Feminine, this person, and it's so funny, right? Because he didn't even show up in his own read and high vibrational otherwise. And it's like, this person will be back in front of you in full submission. In full fucking submission. Weapons down. A full truce. Groveling at your feet. Like, I'm so fucking sorry. I'm just so fucking sorry right now. Like, I don't know what else to do right now. This person and many others are so drawn to you. Like, your energy field is so big. It's like you just, your presence is felt everywhere. Like, everywhere. This person can't escape. You over there and la 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 la. Look, Divine Feminine, you funny as shit. Look, see here. She's sitting on a reel, right? Living like this, her own personal movie, living out your own personal destiny, right? You over there doing that, right? And then look at you here again in the Six of Swords, right? See how big your energy is? It's like, it's over a whole fucking city. Like, this, they can't escape you. They just can't escape you. You just keep pulling people, and you not even paying attention. Look, you see the girl down there sitting, knees folded, just head to the sky, la 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 la. Like, oh, pondering what other opportunities, pondering what other, doors are gonna pop open, type shit. Like, where will this carry us next? Same, just focus. Look, looking like the fucking high priestess there as the empress, veiled down, hair in your face, right? You on some spiritual shit if ever I seen it. Like, her feet not even on the fucking ground. Look, she's just hovering, hovering. The glow up is real. The glow up is real. This person regrets ever playing any sort of mind games with you. This person really, really, oh gosh, this person had you involved in a third party situation during the course of a long-term relationship or even marriage here with the 10 of Pentacles here. Like, they want a new chance. They really do. They want an opportunity to transform the situation. They're tired of fighting what they really want and what really makes them happy. You might have company, Stacy. I'm just saying. Sun, stars. Yeah. Yeah, they do. They want a new chance with you. Interesting. Like, just hovering. I know that feeling. I know. Trust me, where I live, I'm very well known for my day job. Very well known. And so, I know what that's like for those whom I've been with. It's like, you're going to end up fucking moving. Because, really, there's 1.5 million people here. You can play the 6 degrees of separation with me in this city, and you'll be surprised at how few degrees there are between me and most people here. You'll be like, oh, shit. That's not a brag. Them facts. And so it's like, okay. So I feel bad for anybody who has this sort of presence in an area with someone that they broke up with, because, boy, this shit. And you in La La Land. Divine Feminine is so funny. Like, you literally are just hyper-focused on yourself. You have no fucking idea. You really don't, besides now that we're talking about it. That this motherfucker is on your heels. But you kind of do. You kind of do. You had a feeling. Yeah, you did. You had a feeling. But you think it's just sex. It's not. It's not. This man or woman, whoever this person is, your counterpart, they are not. This is not just sex. They are not poking around for a quick pickle tickle. No. They would like that too, but that's not what this is. They're actually fighting back because of that. Like, they would reach out, but they don't want you to. What do you take me for? You know, like, nah. But I feel like you wouldn't mind. No tea, no shade. Ain't no shame in our game. He must have been skilled. Him got a big wand. I get it. Shh. Oh my gosh. Y'all gonna stop. 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 My guys are funny. Y'all terrible. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop. 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 Oh. All right. They gave me images of tunnels. Okay, like trains and tunnels. The shit's funny as fuck. But that's all I'm giving you. No. Oh, because he is, honey. That's not even like a feeling. Like, you should like turn on track my phone and watch how close he is. Oh my word. No. It's too much. You done found your inner peace, Divine Feminine. This shit's so beautiful. I'm proud of you. You made a conscious choice not to suffer anymore for anyone. If it don't benefit you, you ain't doing this shit. But yeah, this boy on your heels. Mm-hmm. Is there a significant age gap between of you, two of you, Stacy? Did you marry your daddy issues? Like, I'm playing. I love you. I'm playing. What you wow, honey? Yeah, you done found that peace. For some of y'all, okay, don't get freaked out, but y'all about to start experiencing astral travel. You really are. More frequently than you have been in the past. And it has a lot to do with the tranquility you're experiencing. Don't get scared. Don't be believing that, oh, there's a witch on your back. Don't believe that shit. You know. Don't believe that. You fine. Okay. Oh, the age gap thing, yeah. I mean, he looking, he back there looking like Father fucking Time, looking all patronly and shit. like, like he get what I'm getting is a very almost formal, not stern, just formal. Like he enjoys dressing or something like that, like put together, formal. Anyway. Oh my gosh, why your energy so strong? Oh my gosh, honey. That's funny. He is all over your energy, though. The more you pull back, the more it pulls him in. hmm He like this hard to get shit. I'm just telling you. But you already know that. Yeah, he really gonna reach out to you real soon. Hey, you heard it here first. It's like, let me stop playing. I see that too. But like I feel like he was testing you and I don't think it was fair at the time, but I do. I feel like he really put you in some fucked up situations. Like, you know, and through the grace of God, you came floating through. Mm. It's like he tested your luck or some shit. That's fucked up. Father time. He does though. Like, I don't know. Like he like somebody need to tickle his ass or something. Like relax a little bit. Like, I don't know. Too fucking cerebral for his own good. I don't know. I always say we're just old versions of our 13-year-old selves. So if he got any friends, you should talk to him from childhood. Be like, what was he like as a teen? That's really the same motherfucker, just with an older face. Absolutely. All right, what else can we get for the Divine Feminines? What else are they going through? What else is happening? Come on, Spirit, give me something else. Uh-oh. What do you call those? All right. Who got the hots for their spiritual teacher? Mm-hmm. 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 I do see that. Mm-hmm. I mean, this could just be as simple as somebody having a crush on a priest. But listen, I ain't telling you what to do, but I'm just saying, if it's not somebody of an organization or denomination who can marry, I wouldn't even play with that shit. I don't. And I feel like you obvious with it. I feel like you, I'm gonna say your family know that you crushing real hard on pastor or deacon or whoever the fuck this is, but it's obvious. And I think he feeling you too. I don't know. I feel like you playing with fire right there. Uh, okay. That's interesting. I shifted the cards that way, and that's what popped, huh? Okay. And some of y'all praying for love. I see that too. Wishing and hoping and praying. But you're praying for the right kind of love. I like that. I do. I feel like you really, really putting some thought into it. Like big time thought into it. Like this is a big manifestation here. Like some shit that you only find in the movies type shit. Okay, bitch, I'm scared of you. You better think of all of it. Don't fall short on this list. You better keep thinking. You better think about more than somebody who eat good pussy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's more to a commitment. Oh my gosh. Y'all play way too much. Mm, mm, mm. Oh my gosh. Whoever that is, y'all we play way too much. You're like, nah, I want somebody who always thirsty. Who got an unquenchable thirst for me. Be careful with that. Please, please, please. Please. Balance them lower chakras. Please. Oh my gosh. Please. Don't just think with your twat. It's going to get you in trouble. Yeah. Okay, that's better. That's better. You want a stable partner. You want someone who's also looking for the same thing that you're looking for. Someone who's looking for a true connection. Someone who's stable yet passionate. Okay. Oh, but you want them to kind of like, what is that? The sky, not the skies. It's like, mm, you want to be seduced or something like that. It's more than that. It's not just seduction. It's not. It's someone who's not so overt with their passions. But you definitely want a man's man, a provider, someone who's wise. Be careful wanting someone who's possessive and a little jealous. Be careful with that. That's your lower ego talking. But you definitely want someone intelligent. You want someone who can see behind what you're showing them. Someone who who's creative. Yeah, someone who sees you, like all of you, the real you, scars and all. You want someone who's willing to grow and transform with you. Someone who's searching for, like, peace, but, like, higher understandings, deeper understandings of it. Spirituality. You want someone who is spiritually forward. Someone who'll give you time for your own pleasures and pursuits. Someone who won't try to hurt you. Someone who won't put you in precarious situations. Someone who's not trying to just pull you down with them. You know what I mean? Like, you definitely don't. Oh, man. Definitely someone who doesn't play games. Someone who doesn't play emotional games. Someone who doesn't hide their scars, their emotional scars, their physical scars, whatever. They don't hide them. And they don't try to expose yours. Someone who sees you for the goddess that you are. Someone who will elevate you. Someone who will someone who'll say sorry when there needs to be sorry. You know what I mean? Someone who won't just wage war for the sake of it. Someone who's going to aid you in the progression of your spiritual path. Oh, divine feminine. That's a nice list. Hey, I was thinking about you earlier, Noble. That's so funny. If you play this video back, I definitely drop your name. That's so funny. And here you are. Interesting. Yeah, you will fuck around and get more than you bargained for, right? Yeah, you gotta think about the totality of it. That's beautiful. I like that. But that's exactly, somebody's trying to conjure something up like that. Wishing and hoping and praying. That's what you want in a true partnership. In a true twin flame union is what that feels like and looks like from the cards that I'm seeing. You looking for that transcendent shit. Can't blame you, bitch. Can't blame you. Cannot blame you. It's such a stark contrast between the readings between divine masculine and divine feminine. At least with this spread tonight. I don't know whose energy we tapped into for the divine masculine. But it's like, oops. Well, I mean, I think we figured it out. But at the same time, I almost feel like I would have do another one for them because it was like hyper focused. Oh, Holy Spirit, you are doing the thing tonight, ain't you? Much love, much love. Ooh. Let's see. I pulled you out. Let's use you. Oh. Let's see. There's still some flips. I want Divine Masculine. Yeah. ZZ, you funny. I feel like somebody really gonna have to sit me down and like teach me what all the emojis mean. Most of them are, but there are a few. Oh my gosh, yo. This is wild. I keep straightening out the cards and they keep flipping. I'm like, what is going on? I should be pulling them. Ooh. Holy Spirit. Let's do another reading for Divine Masculine. First two. Let's see some more. On a flip. Queen of Pentacles and the Death card. So, there's Divine Masculine out there who had been, I want to say, blocking his heart chakra. Blocking the nurturing energy, the loving energy. Potentially even hiding behind their money in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like that has hit the end of its road. And that sort of withholding energy. That sort of blockage in the heart chakra there. I feel like it's a... I almost feel like this Divine Masculine's bored with themselves. Didn't I see a flipper? Hold on. Oh, yeah, playing. No. Wait, I'll take that one. There's that Two of Pentacles. In this deck, the Two of Pentacles features three little fawns. Three little half creatures. Responding to the call. See how the horn's being blown? See the practice sword there in the one's hand? He's rubbing his wrist. Like enough practice. Now it's time. And sitting, prepping is really what I get with that. Biding their time. Cloaked, hidden in the background. Because it's the Two of Pentacles, but again, there's three fawns in the image, but one of them's wrapped in a green cloth, almost camouflaged into the pasture there. Little scene. Now, this Divine Masculine, I hope, right? I pray. But I'm looking at the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles here, which can represent a mother, right? And then we have the Death card next to it. And the woman there is holding her son who's been struck down. Now, I hope this Divine Masculine hasn't lost someone in their family. I hope, you know, God be with their whole family collectively the world over. Shit, man. And maybe that is the reason for this sudden push forward. It's like now there's this like this call for inner peace. Looking at everything in their lives that are in need of balancing. Clearing the scales. And for some, severing ties. In this Justice card, she holds the axe in one hand, right? And the scales in the other. And even though the sword is a weapon, right? And then the tarot represents words and thoughts, right? This Justice card is not an inactive Justice card. Like, this is an active force. This person, these divine masculines, are more than willing to literally cut things off. Like, literally take action. Like, this is... It's a battle axe is what the Justice card is holding there. And so, now, the divine masculines are like, okay. That's why I said no more practice sword. Now I'm ready for battle. Ready to do what's required to maintain this balance and harmony. Now I'm ready. Just now I'm ready. After a new perspective had been gained. Oh, thank you. Feel like this person, these divine masculines, have been at this crossroads, this fork in the road, see the hangman there, for quite some time. In this sort of staging area. This was their period for their own groundedness to come into alignment with it. I feel like this has been a major time of purging. I'm getting that sort of energy off the hangman. The divine masculines might have even gone through a period of dietary changes, actual body shifts, like the physical body. Yeah. All in a preparation for this moment. Seems beautiful though. Feels like the crossroads for the divine masculine has been the ponderance of what actually brings them happiness. What is their wish? What is their heart's desire? But it's hard to get there, right? Because again, that block is in place. That had to end. I feel like that's coming to an end for some divine masculines. I really do. Or whomever this is going to resonate for. I feel like now that they know, now they begin the process of clearing the clutter. I tell you, didn't I tell you I felt like it was purging? Look at the Three of Swords. Look how, look, told you, look at the imaging from the Justice card. Look how she's dragging his ass. But it also reminds you of the Queen of Wands, right? Because the Queen of Wands normally holds a sunflower, right? But look how swole her belly looks, right? Don't she look pregnant? Right. Who's that look like the Empress? Right, right. Who's the Empress dragon? Right? Mm-hmm. And maybe that's what was needed for the divine masculine, right? Maybe them embracing the feminine energy, right? And by doing that, they've been able to remove the blockage in their heart space and drag out. It's like the feminine energy within the divine masculine has literally dragged out the low vibing aspect of the divine masculine within themselves, right? Out front and center to deal with the treachery that they've created. Look at the penance. Look how the hands are in prayer pose. It's like accepting the punishment, accepting the repercussions of their actions for this BS here, those three swords, right? For all the ways in which they betrayed themselves, realistically. It could even be to their divine counterpart, but I feel like this is more like self-realization. It's like they've realized how they've blocked their own abundance, their own creative flow. They're just like, wow. I love it. Wow. I love that. I feel like in a small way, with what I'm looking at, it's not a small way, but it's like it's a strange come to Jesus moment. It's like, oh, wow, forgive me. But I feel like more this is the realization of the divine feminine and not asking for, when I say asking for divine forgiveness, I feel like in particularly they are asking for, when I say the divine feminine, literally mean the supreme version, not us earthlings trying to, you know, in the best way possible, emulate, live up to our fullest, greatest potential, so to speak. Yeah, they're like groveling at the feet of the Holy Mother and willing to do whatever it takes to get back in her good graces. I think Divine Masculine is also realizing how much power there is in their words. Mm. And for some, right, there's a Divine Masculine. I got the King and Queen of Swords out here and the Three of Cups. There's a Divine Masculine who desperately wants to reconcile with someone who they've stopped communicating with. Feel like they're trying to pick and choose their words very carefully. They don't want to use anything sharp, any words that could be potentially abrasive. It's like they're really mulling over what to say. And whatever it is, they want themselves to shine forth in a very um, positive light. I feel like the feminine energy is quite bored with the idea or the notion of this, but at the same time, she is curious. She is curious on what a reconciliation could bring about. But I feel as though the sheer amount of things unknown prevent any sort of real progress between the two. And again, it's like the reverse of the hangman and the Eight of Swords there. You know, yeah, he's on a tree, right? But he's not hanging up. It's like he doesn't know, right? This person doesn't know. Moon, Eight of Swords, right? But I feel like that won't even matter soon. But I feel like that's the feminine energy who's like, nah, 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 I don't know. There's so much I don't know. But I feel like this divine, yeah, we're definitely dealing with counterparts. I feel like y'all are mirroring each other in some strange way. Look how the King of Pentacles has the pentacle right at the heart space, right? Like he has a block. Look at the Queen of Pentacles, right? Strange mirroring. That's what I mean. If you're curious about how you want this to go, whoever's watching, right, drop the defense, the energetic defense. Leave room for the things that can be discovered. Stop restricting yourself and see what this person's willing to disclose. Because I feel like they won't have a problem sharing this. I really don't think so. Divine Masculine, that's much better, because the other one wasn't that great. I'm like, I always feel like I be going in on y'all. It's not. Alright, y'all. I love y'all. I do. But I'm getting off. It's been 3 hours. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I really, really do. I had a wonderful time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Light and love to you all. We'll do